Hey guys, Mark Lyon here, Lion Horses. Today I got a little epiphany for you, a little object lesson, I guess. And so I go to a cowboy church just down the street, and it's a really cool little place, like say pretty close knit, and it's fairly small normally. I mean, we don't have a big congregation, but last weekend was Easter Sunday, and we were full. Like it was full. And I thought about that for a little bit, and I was glad to see everybody there. I'm happy. But what I was thinking is sometimes we only go to church Easter, Christmas, when it's convenient. Maybe when I'm going through a problem, somebody dies, we have a problem, and then that's when we go to church. And sometimes I see the same thing happen with our horses. I'll see people come to clinics only when a clinician comes through and he's going to give a clinic, and so they'll come, or only when they get bucked off or their horse has a problem and they need to fix it. And so I think for us and our horses, if I'm only trying to improve my spirituality and being a better man and following the God's plan for my life, if I'm only doing that a couple times a year, I'm not going to make nearly as much progress as I'm going to if I'm going at least once a week, and probably having that in my mind every day. So I like to do some devotions and pray and think about that every day. And the same thing happens with our horses. If you're trying to get a little bit better with your horses and you can do it once or twice a week, that's going to be way more progress than just once every month or whatever, when the clinician comes through and now you're working on getting that to be better, or when something falls apart, when you're just like, oh, my horse is bucking me off, or he's running off, or he's doing something that I don't want him to do, and now I got to go see if I can get it fixed. It's way better if we're just doing there's a friend of mine that said, do a lot, do a little bit, but do it just work with them for just a few minutes, but do it quite a bit. Do it once or twice a day. And I do that with my horses. The horses that I've competed on that I really need to make I want to make a big improvement on in a short period of time, especially like the Mustang makeovers and stuff like that. I'll work my horses twice a day, but for shorter periods. And so anyway, just something to think about. Like I say, I noticed it a little bit of an epiphany when I was at church, and all of a sudden the congregation went from a quarter of what it was normally, what a normal Sunday is, to just full standing room only. And I thought, sometimes that's the same thing on our horses. And so if we want to make better progress, just be consistent, and daily working at it will help us get there. So remember, we're all trying to be the person our horse deserves. Hope this tip helps.